Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. This is Syed Fawad, and you're watching Literary Lodge by Read Pakistan. And today I'm glad to wish you happy Ramadan. And may Allah bless you wherever you are in the world. And please do take care of the SOPs. I am extremely happy to welcome the month of Ramadan, as this is the only opportunity we get in the whole year where we can wash away our sins and concentrate more on our soul and mind. Looking forward to this subject, I was searching about exciting books and I wanted you to know what is internationally famous. And that was quite easy for me because the first day of Ramadan and the first day of fasting, of course, I want people to learn of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I've come across a book, ladies and gentlemen, and it is extremely exciting to see that we have got all the prominent chapters in this book. We can go through it and learn as much as you can about the whole struggle of bringing in the truth to the world. It is a very notable book and it is known as When the Moon Splits. When the Moon Splits was compiled by Saifur Rahman Mubarakpuri and it is being translated by Tabassum Siraj, Michael Richardson, and Badr Azimabadi. I will tell you a little about the author himself, what he has said in the book, as I have it already in my hands. I always say this, viewers, keep a book near you and you will never get lost in your life. So I always keep one with me. The biography of the Prophet is a very notable and exalted subject by which Muslims learned about the rise of Islam and how the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was chosen by Allah to receive the divine revelation. You also learn about the hardships the Prophet and his companions faced and how eventually they succeeded with Allah's help. So, it is necessary to study the Prophet's life and to follow it in all manners. We hope this study will help my viewers because the book itself is very well compiled and very nicely translated. I've gone through 4 of the chapters and I'm still going on. So, get When the Moon Split today. Order it today and look forward to your reviews, of course. I'll be looking forward to it. With that, let me tell you something which is going on internationally. Well, the education industry, as you all know, has been severely affected due to the COVID-19 situation. Many of the countries are still under lockdown situations. People are looking out for ways of ventilation and where they can provide themselves a manner of ease, right? So, what I felt personally, I should send this message out to all of my viewers and the subscribers of Read Pakistan page. You need to have a book with you. You need to have a discipline with you. And it is as good as having a composed personality. So when a book in hand teaches you more than life, it sincerely means it needs to accompany you for the betterment of your future. Choose any subject, as I also, as I always advise, take any subject. And for instance, if you look into the contents of any book, you will find wisdom behind it. Choose your fiction, choose your translations, and go through. Don't ignore taking out a book from the shelf. This is exactly what Read Pakistan is trying to do. And of course, the challenge that we have taken up to build libraries across Pakistan. If you want to be a part of it, I will definitely suggest you not to waste any more time and become a part of Read Pakistan's amazing journey to create libraries for the poor, for the rich, for anyone who's looking out for wisdom, right? So that was today's book. And as I always tell you, SOPs are really important, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot ignore the fact that SOPs are laid down because we need to be assisted in this time of pandemic, but we cannot lose hope. That is certainly not an option. And this is why when you keep a book with yourself, you'll be as good as the contents of the chapter. And I always say this, when I always go through books, I know that it's bringing up a change in my personality. So it is as important as I'm having food, right, for my body. So your mind and soul will quickly cleanse itself once you start to input the good information around the world and what is necessary to grow up in life. That is important, right? This is what everybody's goal is initially, to grow up, to become better in life, to be famous and might be wealthy. But it all comes with a book again. Stick to the basics and the life will go on pretty well. Thank you very much for joining me today. This was my first show. I'm trying to settle up with the new arrangements of my schedule, but I promise you I'll be back every week, Tuesday and Wednesday, 9 p.m. Pakistan time and 7 p.m. KSA time, right? So this is going to be my schedule. I will try my best to come live and we'll do it face to face with all our young readers. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow with the latest around Pakistan. And let's see how the book and the education industry is doing there. Thank you very much for joining. Allah Hafiz.